Welcome to the Magnaflux channel. Today we're going to have some fun and do a removability comparison test. If you like seeing comparison tests, subscribe to our channel so then you can see whenever we post them. A removability test is performed to confirm acceptable fluorescent background on a part surface. So if a penetrant test user is evaluating penetrants, they would apply the penetrant to an actual test part and then rinse the time specified and then confirm acceptable levels of a fluorescent background. If a PT or penetrant test user is running a Known Defect Standard panel, other examples are a nickel chrome panel or a TAM panel, they can compare brightness and detectability of indications along with acceptable fluorescent brightness. Let's get this thing going and start our removability test. We are using a 4x4 inch steel plate to perform this test. Now I want to tell you it is very easy to remove penetrant from a smooth mirrored surface, but not all surfaces are optimal and smooth. For a rougher surface or more porous surface, it is more difficult to remove penetrant. We are comparing two Type 1 Method AW Level 1 penetrants. I'm starting by applying Magnaflux's ZL425 water-based fluorescent penetrant and a competitor's water-based fluorescent penetrant to compare. We are going to let these dwell for 10 minutes. While this is dwelling, you can get a sense of how well a penetrant covers a test area. As you can see, we are referring to this term as wetting, as how easily the penetrant spreads across a test part. So you'll notice here is the ZL425 is spreading out a little bit more than the competitors. After this 10-minute dwell time, I'm going to move the panels over to the wash station and we will do a 30-second wash. ZL425 uses a trade secret formula made by our chemists in our R&D lab to rapidly rinse from the test area, as you can see here. After rinsing, we are sticking the panel in a 140 degrees Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius oven for 5 minutes. After our panel is all toasty and dry, they're going to move over to the developer station. Now we're going to go over to the dry developer station where you can take your sandblasted panel and then dip it into the dry developer. We offer a few different options for dry developer powders depending on what specifications you are conforming to. So dry developer can be applied by dipping it and shaking off the excess powder. I let this panel then sit for 5 minutes to develop. So we're going to have a little fun and now we get to compare the two water-based penetrants under the LED black light. When testing for removability, we want a penetrant that is not as bright to show that it can easily be removed at the end of the washability test. So this is the background of your test series, what you're seeing here. So you want a high contrast between the background and the indication. Bright backgrounds also wear on a technician's eyes over time, creating an eye fatigue. So this can make spotting any indications more difficult if you are competing with a bright background against your indication. So now if you want to see the difference a lower fluorescent background can make with a bright indication, watch our next video for a sensitivity test with the ZL425 penetrant. Also, subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of new products and new product comparisons.